Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an on-the-fly review for you, and today I'm talking about News of the World, released on Christmas Day, 2020, directed by Paul Greengrass, starring Tom Hanks and Helena Zengel. This is based on a novel by Paulette Giles, and basically the whole setup to this movie is Tom Hanks is in the year of 1870. Tom Hanks is a Confederate veteran, as Captain Jefferson Kyle Kidd, and after the ravages of the Civil War, he is left the sole survivor, the end of his bloodline, and he travels across Texas, reading the news town to town, charging 10 cents a head. When he comes across a massacre, a lynching, and a destroyed and turned and a wrecked coach, the sole survivor of this is a young girl, about 10 years old, a German girl, her family was massacred by the Indians, who then took her in and did what they did with her, and now the cavalry came in and massacred them, so now she's kind of essentially twice orphaned. uh the whole incident of this has left her severely traumatized and virtually feral. On top of that, being German, she doesn't speak a word of English. So since the army is kind of shorthanded, given the constant Indian attacks in the territory at the time, also tied in with the fact that it's Texas in 1870, and they had nothing but contempt for Southerners, and they just don't want to help the people there. I mean, that's spelled out in this movie. Um, yeah, they don't give a shit. So they task Tom Hanks to get this girl to her closest relatives on the other side of the Red River, and that's our story. I mean, it's very episodic. There's not really a villain. There's certainly antagonists. There's guys who want the girl basically so they could raise her as their set slave. Uh, there's this corrupt buffalo poacher who basically just because of his money is terrorizing and ruling over the town he got. That sequence feels a little bit too much like a TV episode to me, to be honest with you. Uh, but a phenomenal score from James Newton Howard, a dark, poignant, but hopeful story, an amazing performance from Tom Hanks. I'm so glad he didn't really try. Sticks more with the kind of the dialect and the rhythm instead of trying to go with an accent. If you ever heard me talking about Forrest Gump, I'm not a fan of Forrest Gump, and a big part of me not liking that movie has a lot to do with his accent. I think it was a very, very bad Southern accent, and it has always just driven me insane. But yeah, this was my new favorite movie of 2020, the best movie of the year, and I hope it gets some Oscar attention. Easily 5 stars. See News of the World as soon as you get the chance. Hope y'all like this video. Comment, subscribe if you want to. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.